Hey, what's up? Rafael Cortez here, back again on the Entrepreneur Mindset series. Let's talk about hustle. All right, so the concept of hustle, people get enamored with the idea that of the hustle, right? Hustle this, hustle that, and like everything has to be like almost becomes this challenge. Every single little thing in a business when you're trying to build it up becomes a challenge when you're going through the hustle, and it's a beautiful thing. First off, let me say that, right? You know, having a sense of hustle and a high regard for it at the beginning, it's a beautiful thing. Why? Because you're well, you're digging the trench into what's going to be the biggest foundation of your life, possibly, right? So hustle is a good thing. However, one thing that I see happening over and over again is that the hustle and the idea of hustle gets extended way more than it really needs to be. So hustle is gonna push, it's gonna drive you, it's gonna get you to places where you would not get to, absolutely would not get to, if you didn't have that fire inside of you, that sense of wanting to get shit done, right? So that's where really hustle plays into it. It can keep your vision alive. It keeps definitely your desires alive. However, when you do it for an extended period of time, meaning a couple of years, and you're still with that hustle mentality and doing everything from a space of hustling to get shit done, it can be more detrimental than helpful in your business. So the difference is that hustle it's supposed to be a season. As an entrepreneur, as a CEO, as a business owner, if you're looking to create something that you can delegate, that you can automate, and that you can elevate from in the future, and you actually plug people in where they can fine-tune their talents and create their own space and have this organization or this company. It doesn't matter if it's a big company, a small company, if it's a team of 3 or a team of 3,000. The idea is still the same, right? If you want to get to a point where you can step back from it and enjoy the freedoms of time, of wealth, of contribution, of giving back, and bringing people into your space, your hustle mentality has to dial it back a notch after a period of time. All right, so we get to a point where we're wearing all the hats in the business, and then as you start getting traction and more velocity and more results, you get sometimes caught up in the hamster wheel, right? So there's a lack of awareness really when it comes down to when can I start to step away from the business. The trap of falling into micromanagement and wanting to control every single thing, it's not always intentional. It's not always something that a business owner starts off with. However, it's the only thing that you would know how to do. Why? Because you were wearing all the hats at one point. You were talking to all the clients, you were dealing with all the vendors, you were making sure that all the processes happen, and ultimately it was up to you. Now, after you started bringing people into the company, you start delegating little by little, right? But not necessarily releasing that sense of control. Why? Because you're still caught up in the hustle. Now, what that's gonna do, it's gonna truncate. It's gonna bottleneck your results. It's gonna bottleneck the potential of your team. It's gonna bottleneck the reach that you can have as an organization, all right? Because at that point, it's not just you. So the hustle, I love it. I would not be where I'm at right now. I would not have the results I have now if I didn't start off with a hustle mentality, right? And I don't think that ever goes away. I think we have to remind ourselves to step back from it little by little, and turn it on whenever we need to, right? But now it's a tool. It's not the everyday driver to our activities, right? Think business, think processes, plug people in, delegate, and you are going to be hustling for for new business, for other stuff like that. But it's the intensive oversight and all that control that you're going to have that comes from that space of hustle. It's not going to be there. You're going to give your people more opportunities to thrive and be themselves and create their own amazing spaces within whatever it is that you're creating. So hustle, it's a season. Think about that, and then when you launch off into any business, or you start doing, it doesn't matter if it's real estate, it doesn't matter what it is, think about how can you delegate each one of those activities so you're not hustling for the rest of your life, all right? Hustle will lead you to burnout. If that's all you do and you don't have, because that's really what it connotates, right? Hustle, it's always going boom, 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 nonstop. And then we see it on social media all the time. We see these guys with, red eyes and they just look, in 2018, they look fresh. 2019, 20, they look beaten, tired. Why? Because they've been hustling so heavy for so long without any breaks. Hustle is good, but it's a season, all right? Keep that in mind. Plug in, moments of refreshment. And then as you're building the company, build with the intention that you're gonna delegate, you're gonna automate, and then you're gonna elevate into something bigger, all right? Hustle, it's a season. It's not a way of life. It's definitely not a business plan. So use hustle, turn it on whenever you need to, but understand that you control it. It does not control you. Stay focused, you got this.